Hello, my animation cuties. Today I'm going to be reading a Tickling Friend, Salix Child Reader, but I'm going to use my OC. And warning, if some of you people have Tourette's, I'm not trying to make fun of you. It's stories, and plus I do not know how ticking works, like the verbal ticks or the moving ticks. Well, I don't have to do the movings, but I have to do the verbal ones. So if you guys can forgive me, and maybe, I don't know. But let's get started. Amelia's POV.
Mommy and Daddy says that moving the way I do is fine and normal, but I don't understand why they don't, or other people don't move like I do. They took me to the doctors a few times because of the way I move. I heard them call it some Tourette stuff. Maybe that's why I'm moving the way I do. Then, when my friends are around, they kind of stare at me when I move, or even make a noise by accident. I hate it when they stare. It really bothers me. When I go home to some tall building, other kids stare at me. I feel bad for how some look at me. It sometimes scares me. Mommy and Daddy told me to get used to it, but that's a hard thing to do. I was with Mommy at the front of the tall building. She was going inside, holding my hand in the process.
You okay, Amelia?
She asked as I nodded. She walked me inside, closing the door behind her. I looked straight ahead to see a girl. She had blue pigtails and a mask. I wondered why she was wearing a mask. Mommy walked over to her.
Hi, Sal. How are you today?
She asked her as the girl's name was Sal. That seems like a boy thing.
I'm doing pretty good, Dreamer. Mrs. Dreamer,
she says with some deep voice, almost like a boy. She sounds too much like a boy.
Oh, have you run into my little one? They're an angel, Mommy says, making the girl look over at me.
I look down shyly, slowly feeling myself wanting to move the way I do. Amelia, I say, with a little noise escaped my mouth, making me cover it.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Amelia. I'm Sal, but if you want, you can call me Sally Face.
Sal says as she walked closer to me. I began to move. My arm did stuff that made a crack. I saw the worry in her eyes.
Well, sorry, Sal. They're starting to have another one,
Mommy says as she grabbed my arm to pull me away from Sal.
It's okay. I understand,
she says as she looked at me. Is she a boy? Mommy pulled me into the elevator while pulling me into a hug. I felt my arm move. They kept wanting to get out of Mommy's grasp.
Oh, honey, relax for me, okay?
She says as I then sighed and lay there in her arms.
Sal's POV. Amelia left with their mom since they was having a ticking attack, if that's what's called. I went to the elevator, pressed the button to go down. I waited for a moment and slowly began to think about that little one. Poor kid. Then I heard the elevator door open. I walked inside to press the basement button. I left as soon as the door opened again. Time skipped after he talked to Larry because I'm running out of ideas. I left to go back to my room. Home, whatever. I go to the elevator, which was opening already, and I heard sniffling like a person was crying or sick. I walked to only see a little Amelia balled up in a corner, taking a bit. Amelia? I say as they looked up at me.
Sally Face!
They run up to me and hugged me. I felt them ticking again while they were held on to me. Are you okay? What's wrong? I asked as they wiped their tears.
I can't get back to my home. I can't find Mommy,
he says as they started to cry again. I pulled them back into me, rubbing their back to calm them down. How did you lose her? I asked, to only have them cry once. Little one cry one more, crying more. Ah!
I didn't walk out of this room singing.
I rubbed her back inside. Don't worry, we'll find her, I say as they looked up at me.
Thanks, Sally Face.
They smiled, still having a few tears in their eyes. I picked them up and put them on my shoulders. I heard their cute little giggle as I walked to the buttons. The door! The door closed. I remember what floor their mom's on. Just don't remember the room. Hey Amelia, when was the last time you saw your mommy? I asked as they looked down at me.
She was at the door talking to a very big smelly man.
Oh God, they met Charlie! Oh, I know him, but he scares me. I say, they giggle.
He is really big and scary,
They say, laying their head on my shoulders. They then randomly moved their arms. Their head. They were ticking again. They sit up, continuing to tick. Amelia? I say, they continue to tick, making me put them down. I looked at them to see that they were crying again. It's happening again? Well, shit, that's my... fuck. Boop!
It's happening again.
They cried as I pulled them into a hug. It passed, Amelia. It's okay. I say, feeling them hug me tighter. The elevator door opened to reveal their worried mother. Oh my God, Amelia! She saw me and gave me a very thankful smile. Thank you, Sal, she says. What? She says as Sal smiles as I smile under my mask. Amelia looked up with a huge smile.
Thank you, Sally Face,
she says as she hugged me once more. They both leave the elevator, making me stay to go back to my room/home. That's gonna be it! I'm sorry for me messing up! It was on Sal's POV, but as soon as I saw Wyan's name, I was like, oh shit. Now, goodbye. Okay, bye. Make sure you subscribe.